Do you ever feel like you deserve more? Do you feel like Overwatch is harder than it should be? Maybe you'd rather just get kills without any real skill required. Well, this is your lucky day, because in this video I will show you all the scummy spots and tricks you can use to get those free kills. I even coded a workshop mode for you to practice this SPAWNKILL spot. Okay, so in the previous guide video you guys really liked that one starting rotation I put in there. So let's check out some other starting rotations and spawn kills, and then I'll give you guys a slideshow of some of the best dragon spots as well. So enjoy. Okay, so let's start off with the easiest reverse spawn kill slash starting rotation. All you have to do is shoot from this angle and make sure you break their shield so that they start backing up. I guarantee you will get free picks at least 50% of the time. Break the shield. Oh yeah, guide video! So basically, once you break the shield that they might put here and your teammates get close enough, then the enemy team will back up to this spot here. And they're just gonna stand here. I don't know why, they just will. Like, don't get me wrong, I stand here too, but it's a stupid idea. I do it anyways, everyone does it. Some of them might take cover behind this corner here, but even they will wanna peek and shoot at things, so then that's when they will run into your arrows. So, just take advantage of this spot. Also, if you hear a Widow or Hanzo on the left rock, just wall climb on the roof and pick them off. I can guarantee you will never feel as cool as when you slide a Reno on the roof and the enemy Widow says WTF in the chat. Okay, so here you want to shoot a zero charge sonic arrow straight up about 6 seconds before the match starts. So then it will land right before the players get too close to actually hear the landing sound. Make sure you back up fast enough, especially if your tanks haven't pushed up, since the enemy team might just push into the room from the side here and pick you off. Here's another clip, but this time my tanks are playing far back, so I almost get picked off by the Sigma. The reason why you want to shoot the Sonic up is that obviously you will have it off cooldown faster. And on top of that, if we want to overanalyze this way, even if they do hear the Sonic arrow landing sound, they won't hear you shoot it. Thus they will think the Hanzo is very far away like this. So even if they do hear the sonar arrow, as long as the player is smart enough, they will still be fooled into thinking it's safe to peek the first corner. Here's another classic. With the help of Sonic Arrow, you try to pre-fire the first unaware guy to run out of the door. If your Sonic doesn't show a Widow or Hanzo, you can stay peeked for a couple more shots before you back up. If you want to maximize your chances of this working, you have to rush to break the railing as early as possible and time the Sonic Arrow to land exactly the same time as the announcer says 5. To mask the sound of the Sonic Arrow.
See that which is...
But let's be real here. That's way too much work to call it free kills at that point. I'd rather just pick my nose before the round starts, just like everyone else. Oh, by the way, watch out for the Widow that's gonna peek from over there. You probably know this spot, at least if you have watched my stream. Climbing on this sign gives you such a great angle without the enemy team expecting it. Especially on the first push, you might just catch people picking their noses and standing still. But you have to practice climbing and staying on this spot in a custom game. It's not as easy as it looks. Also, while you're at it, you might as well figure out this spot. There's a tiny spot at the edge of this bus that lets you get low enough to shoot people coming out of the spawn. Just watch out for sleep darts and Widows. Another spawn kill spot is right when you win the fight on A point, you can run over here and spawn kill the people walking out of the spawn in a straight line. This one is the most reusable spawn kill spot in the game. If you get comfortable with this spot, you can just keep picking people off as long as they don't expect it. Just keep an eye on the respawn timer to know when they will walk out. If you want to use Sonic, make sure it lands before your target respawns so they don't hear it. Oh, and watch out for the enemy widow. I got him twice! This guy can't get out of spawn! So I made you the SPAWNKILL practice mode so you can kind of get the feel of this spot. And if you want fast respawns, I added this button for you. This basically removes the respawn timer completely. So you can kind of just practice rapid fire. And speaking of rapid fire, I recommend you use storm arrows when someone's coming out of the spawn door. It's the most reliable way to get that kill. They don't really have time to react. So yeah, and you can go back to normal respawn times as well if you want. But yeah, I'll leave the code in the video description below. One more spot before we go to the dragon spots. This one is kind of a spray and pray, but you can get clean headshots from their spawn, especially if you have wallhack vision. The attacking team will run in a straight line all the way from spawn, and they are not really able to see you since it's such a tiny angle. But either way, be careful in case they swap the widow to try to counter or pick you off. Oh, and I also made a simple workshop code for this one too, if you wanna practice the angle without any pressure. I'll put this one into the video description as well. Also, the first one who can land this crazy spawn kill and tweets it at me will get ExpressVPN for free. Okay, next up, some reliable dragon spots, but don't get me wrong, anything is a dragon spot if you try hard enough. The main trick is to just make sure the dragon starts from where your first target is.
Baptiste! How did you survive my dragon? Well, I'm glad you asked. I got this from expressvpn.com/arge. If you or your friends need a high quality VPN, make sure you tell them about this.
Okay, so these two Numbani spots are probably the most consistent ones in the game. But the downside is that if they have the Baptiste VPN, then you need your teammates to rush in to break the lamp. But in the low ground tunnel, you're always gonna get a couple picks since they're so spread out. This one is really good if they're pushing in from the right. It's also very easy for your team to kill the Baptiste VPN. This is a pretty cool one. It clears the medium ground and the tiny middle medium ground and the high ground where there's usually a widow. So if the widow is Pepega enough, you might catch her too. This one can be a bit tricky if your teammates don't pressure them to stay inside. If you're not fast enough, they might have just pushed to the point already by the time you shoot out the dragon, but it still might pick up the supports at least. On Volskaya B point you can get a bit creative, just make sure that if you shoot your dragon from this spot that there's actually people over there, and don't shoot the dragon too high up so that you clear the low ground as well. This is a good spot if the attacking team is stacking up on the high ground. Just make sure that you rush into the open after this one so that you can pick off the butt missed VPN. This one is really good if you get picked off while trying to get picks and you're coming back from spawn as the enemy team pushes the high ground. You can also use this spot on attack. This one gets hard countered by the Baptiste VPN ability, so you have to make sure you communicate this one with your team so that they rush in at the same time as your dragon. Just make sure you're as close to the outer wall as possible. Also, some of them might run into the stairway to avoid dying to the dragon, so make sure you shoot at them right after. Here's a big brain spot, and once again, the first person who manages to pull this off, killing someone on the high ground and down here with the same dragon and tweets it at me, will also get free ExpressVPN.
Baptiste, look! I bought ExpressVPN and supported my favorite Hanzo player in the progress, and now I got this as well. Baptiste, hello?
Okay, this ain't even funny anymore. Over 70% of you are not subscribed, so you know what to do. By the way, I stream on Twitch as well. But yeah, thanks for watching the video. Leave a like if you liked it and dislike if you didn't like it. And tell me how many of these spots you knew beforehand in the comment section below. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.